Gather around. It's time for the show to begin. Ladies and gentlemen, this is...
Hey everyone, my name is Jason.
Hi friends, it's Desiree Josen.
Alright, there were so many matches this year that were just too much.
So this won't be a shocker because we've had a handful of really awesome matches that we just can't stop talking about.
How many times have these guys fought? Like it's been quite a bit.
I've been saying this all year. They're just so great to watch. We saw the heel turn coming, and then when it happened, nice and bloody, both dramatic and beautiful.
You are now entering the ring with Shoots and Ladders podcast.
Shoots and Ladders, WrestleMania 41, Night 2 predictions. What's going on, everyone? My name is Jason.
Hey friends, how's it going? It's Desiree Josen.
All right. So we've already done Night 1 predictions. Now we're going to move on to Night 2. What are your early thoughts, Des?
Ooh, I'm really excited about this. I said it previously. We're 1 week out. I've got butterflies. I can't wait. Let's go.
All right. So we are also going to go through this card as if this is going to be the actual order. We'll compare that in our review episode, but we think Io versus Bianca versus Rhea is going to be the first match. Des, what are your thoughts on this?
I've been going back and forth. I don't think it's going to be Rhea. I think it's going to be a fantastic match, though. I think it's going to be one of the best matches. However, I've been pushing for Bianca to always win, just because I want that to open up some other potential storylines with some, maybe a Jade fight in the future. Who knows? But I just feel bad for Io because I feel like she's like the third wheel and she just won this, and I don't think it's fair to take it away from her so quickly because I feel like she can do so much more and the fans love her. So I'm stuck between Io and Bianca. Who knows? Maybe Bianca could get it later on, maybe at a SummerSlam, maybe, but I don't know. This is the one that I'm really struggling with, obviously. You know what? Let's stick with Io. I'm going to do that.
Okay. Fair enough. And what grade would you give this match?
I'm an A. Yeah.
Okay. I think this is obviously going to be one of the best matches of both nights because these girls can go at it and they're all super athletic and high flying. Okay. I said in our Night 1 predictions, I thought Jade was going to win for a reason. This is why I want to circle it back. I think Bianca's going to win, and I think they're going to have a moment where they're both celebrating together, confetti or fireworks, the whole thing, and they're going to be all lovey. But I think the general audience is going to know that something's going to go down. These guys are going to fight in the next month or two. So that's why I think Jade's going to win on Night 1. This is why I think Bianca will win Night 2.
Yeah, and we've been wanting this for a good year.
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm actually going to give this match an A+. Again, I think this match is they're going to bring. I think it's going to be fun.
It's going to be so good.
All right, next match, Randy Orton versus TBD. Obviously, Kevin Owens can now participate. There are a ton of different names out there. All right, what are your thoughts, Des? Who do you think that Randy's going to wrestle, and what is your predicted grade and match? I know there's a lot of unknowns to this.
I was really looking forward to Randy really beating the hell out of Kevin, but if he's really seriously injured, I hate that. We never want to hear about that kind of injury. So I hope he does get well soon. I know there's the talks of Solo. I don't want to see Solo at a Mania match or even versus Randy because we already know who's going to win. I will be underwhelmed. I just said this previously, even with SmackDown. I want to see Randy against Nick and just really beat the hell out of him. So who knows? If it is Solo, so be it, but it's not going to be, it'll be a good filler. I just want to see Randy. Let's just put it that way.
All right.
So.
Okay, cool. And what grade would you give this match?
Maybe an A-.
Just because it's Randy.
Yeah, I'm just so biased.
We can't tell.
No.
All right, yeah, I honestly think it's gonna be Solo just because Solo has nothing better to do. I know that sounds mean, But because they haven't set anything up for him, so I think this is the one saving grace for him. I honestly don't know what they would have done anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think Randy's gonna just kind of squash him if that is, and yeah, I think this is gonna be I'll give this match a B. This is actually not one of my favorite matches, but again, this is not anyone's fault. Obviously, Kevin got hurt, and yes, I'm with you. Get well soon.
Yeah.
All right, next match. Braun versus Penta versus Finn versus Dom. I actually think this is going to be a lot of fun. What about you?
I think it's going to be a good one. And I think Dom is going to win and he's going to pin Finn.
Okay.
And
okay.
That's because I feel like Finn, with his those smart remarks about him, about winning for the past couple of weeks, and there's a lot of heat. I think that's just going to open up a feud between them too. So I just have this gut feeling that our Dirty Dom is gonna kind of have a little bit of a face turn a little bit, and I think he's gonna win.
Okay.
So,
what grade you got this match?
I'll give it like an A-.
Okay. A-, love it.
Yeah.
Okay. I totally see your logic. I'm gonna go a different direction because again, strike while the iron's hot. I'm going Penta.
Whoa. Okay.
Yeah.
I always felt like it's too soon, but
yeah, for sure.
He is hot.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think it would just be smart. And we said this in night one. Look, taking the U.S. title off of L.A. Knight and elevating to world title status. I think the timing's right. I know this is soon for Braun Breaker, but I think the same thing. Get the IC off of him and at least let Braun Breaker contend for the world title. And we know he's going to win it sooner rather than later.
Eventually.
Yeah. So I actually think this would be a good move. And as far as Penta, this would be a way to actually just elevate him and kind of give him more cred. That's my prediction. And listen, you know what? I think if he does win, the crowd's going to erupt. So I think that's actually a smart play. And I'm going to give this match an A.
Yeah. I mean, you got a fatal 4-way with 4 really awesome guys. It could really go any way.
Right? Okay. All right. Next match. Liv and Raquel versus Lyra and Bailey. Sorry, I actually was laughing because I was like, oh boy, this is probably going to be the underwhelming match of the night. I don't understand this match, but what do you have to say?
I mean, just because they have titles does not mean they always have to have a title match. And it's just because their women's tag division is just not there. That's okay. We go through waves. But I still want to see more of Liv and Raquel as a tag team, just because there's not very much to go off of. And it just doesn't make sense for Lyra and Bailey to win because, I mean, Lyra already has her title and Bailey just comes in and out, I feel. So it just doesn't make sense to me to take those and put them as no. So I'm still sticking with Liv and Raquel retaining, and I'll give it a B.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going Liv and Raquel. And I'll give this a B. And listen, this is no disrespect to any of the ladies. It's just creatively, this is just weird. I don't understand the match at all. And it's funny because we mentioned this in night one, how Kofi at one point in time, the headline WrestleMania and won the world title. Bailey's done it a couple times. And it's interesting that both Kofi and Bailey are now just mid-carders that are in tag matches and they may not even win. So it's very interesting to see how guys and gals can actually rise and fall. So.
Yeah.
All right, let's just move to the next one. All right, AJ Styles versus Logan Paul. I will say this. I think we're going to see some spots that are really going to have wow moments. And I think it was absolutely smart to match these two guys together. So what do you have to say?
I was just about to say they are very complementary to each other's athletic abilities, and they both can put on a show in the ring. So there is going to be no doubt that those spots are going to be insane. They could really go either way. I mean, Logan is notorious for always winning in these kind of main events, but I'm going to say AJ is going to win. That's what I feel, just because I know he's nearing retirement. So I feel like they're going to give him that Mania win. So, and I think it's going to be an A match.
Sounds good. All right, 100%. I'm giving it an A, and I totally see your logic. I'm using your logic, but just kind of just tweak it. Because he's getting closer to retirement, and I think Logan's going to stick around for a while, I actually could see Logan winning. So I have Logan winning. Regardless, it doesn't matter who wins or loses in this match, as long as the entire crowd just gasp and starts chanting "wow" and just I think the crowd actually wins this match, to be honest.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm going A for this match. So yeah, I'm kind of with you as far as like just the great spots, but and then how AJ is going to near retirement. But as far as like the result, we have a little difference of opinion, but it doesn't matter. Yeah, the crowd's going to win.
Yeah.
All right, next match: Damian versus Drew. And this is, I mean, I definitely have my thoughts, but I want to hear yours first.
Yeah, this has been a very, very long feud. And I'm actually getting back into it where months ago where I was just like, God, this is so drawn out, but I'm really invested again. I really want Drew to win. I feel like he's just always just fell flat with all of his past matches where he just never won or something stupid happened. And this is a street fight. So this is going to be really bloody and good and dirty. I just know Drew it's going to be Drew, and I'm going to give it an A match.
Yeah, 100%. I'm actually with you with everything you just said. The other thing too is there's no way that Damon's going to pin Drew 3 times in a row.
I don't think so.
Not happening. The other thing too, we obviously know creative loves Drew. They know that he can main event. So I think Drew wins, and I think he's automatically going to get a title shot. I'm going to make a bold declaration. I think he's going to be the #1 contender for Backlash.
I think that's only fair to see that because he has really been working his ass off.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. Okay, here we are.
Okay.
The main event of WrestleMania, John Cena's final WrestleMania match. This is going to be fun. All I have to say is I think the ending of this match may match or be better than last year's ending. And if it's better than last year's ending, I will talk about this for years to come. So what do you have to say?
I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it. And I think that's where all the butterflies are coming from, is because of the anxiety and excitement I've had for the past 6 months. This is going to be hands down, I guess we can say it, the match of the night. I expect a lot of emotion and really great spots. You know what? It just doesn't make sense, but I want John Cena to win. And for a surprise, my fingers are crossed. I want to see some people from our past. And you know what I've been saying for years? I want to hear some glass shatter. And I want to see Stone Cold Steve Austin come out, even to help Cody. And it could be a Cody Rock kind of thing because Rock is going to be on Cena's side. So I see that face to face. And then they're going to go their ways and let John and Cody do their thing. But Cody's had a fantastic run for a year. He's done his story. He's going to be a face. And who knows, we may get a little bit of a heel turn from him. Who knows? Yeah, this is going to be Cena, and who knows, later on in the end of the year, he may come to his senses and be a good guy for us. But yeah, this is going to be A+. I have no words. Yeah.
Love it. Yes, A+, absolutely. I think John Cena wins, and I think will only be justice if he wins in his final WrestleMania, going against the hottest superstar in wrestling right now. As far as the fireworks and the ending, I have no idea what to expect. I'd love to see Stone Cold. I'd love to see I'd love to see chaos, because last year when just one after one after one, I mean, even people that weren't hardcore wrestling fans that followed it, I knew people that said, wow, that was a cool ending. So I think this ending, like the ending's going to be, I think the ending every year kind of has to top the previous one. Right. So that's really what I'm looking forward to. So I'm giving this an A+ match. I think I'm going to give this an A+ ending without even knowing what to expect.
I think we're all going to be happy as fans. And I think we are going to be going through all of the emotions. We're going to be excited. We're going to be sad. We're going to be angry. it is going to be a hell of a night Sunday night.
I'm totally with you on that. All right. That being said, what are your final thoughts and what's your final grade? As if I have to ask.
It's going to be an A plus. My phone is going to be on Do Not Disturb starting Friday.
Except for me.
Oh, except that's different. That's different. And I'm just going to be in Mania mode. I took time off of work for this. So I'm like in the zone and I'm so excited and I cannot wait to recap this.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, 100%. I'm with you. A plus on this. Listen, Manias do not disappoint. And this is no exception. 100%. I think both nights are going to be super fun. And again, the ending of this Mania, we're probably going to talk about years to come. Okay, I'm going to throw you a bonus question. As of right now, based on our predictions, do you think night 1 or night 2 will reign supreme? And this is tough.
I'm looking at the card right now. You know what? I'm going to go with night 2.
Okay.
We're going to end with a bang.
Fair enough. Yes, I agree with you, but I'm talking about a split hair difference. I mean, this is like, and again, this is provided that we have the cards right for night 1 and night 2.
Yeah.
I think this is very evenly distributed. So yeah, this like I think night 2, but not by much.
No, it's going to be fantastic.
Yeah.
It's going to be very hard, but I just feel like that ending with Cody and Cena, that one is really going to tip it to be the big one.
That's exactly what I think too. It's because of the ending of night 2. So,
right.
All right. Well, our WrestleMania predictions for the first time in Chutes and Ladders history are in the books. Give us your predictions as well. Please DM us at the Chutes and Ladders. Like always, please like, share, and subscribe both on YouTube and Spotify. Once again, my name is Jason.
I'm Desiree Josen.
All right, we made it to Mania. And until next time, have a blessed day and a blessed week.
Bye, friends.
Chutes and Ladders. Follow us for more content.